You see the 2026 Yamaha XTZ250Z ADV rolling up, and right away you can tell this isn't your typical commuter bike. It's a deliberately engineered entry into the world of affordable adventure and dual sport riding, a light but capable go-anywhere 250 that promises to balance everyday usability, off-the-road chops, and long-distance wanderlust. In this review I'm going to walk you through what works, what to expect, and why this bike could be a game changer for many riders looking for true versatility. When Yamaha unveiled the XTZ250Z ADV for 2026, they aimed at a sweet spot, a 250A class bike that doesn't feel underpowered for light dual sport or adventure use, but remains manageable in terms of weight, maintenance, and running costs. The engine at its heart is a 249A Macron cc single-cylinder, 4-stroke unit, with fuel injection giving a practical balance of power, torque and efficiency. The expected power output is somewhere around 28-25 Macron HP with good low-end torque, ideal for trail work, city riding, or light highway commuting. Because it's fuel-injected and 4-stroke, you get modern throttle response, easier cold starts, and better fuel efficiency than old-school carbureted thumpers. That's a big plus, especially for riders in varied conditions, from traffic lanes to urban roads to dusty rural tracks and everything in between. Suspension and chassis geometry are clearly biased toward adventure and dual sport flexibility. The 2026 XTZ250Z ADV's longer travel suspension and taller seat/ground clearance, compared to a purely street bike, help it soak up rough roads, gravel tracks or light off-the-road terrain without feeling tinny or undersprung. The wheel-tire setup, commonly seen on dual sport bikes, large front wheel, taller front fender, spoke wheels, gives good rollover ability and stability on uneven terrain. What you want when tar ends and the real journey begins. Design-wise, Yamaha seems to have borrowed from its larger adventure ADV lineage, rugged, functional, and just enough styling flair to give it presence. The 2026 model features LED lighting, and a modernish instrument panel, digital, or contemporary analog digital hybrid, moving away from the bare bones, purely utilitarian dual sport image of the past. The bodywork, from the high front fender to the fairings and seat shape, indicates it's meant for more than just weekend rides. A dual machine, whether you're commuting, touring, or heading into mild backcountry. One of the strongest selling points of the XTZ250Z ADV is its economy and practicality. With a 249A Macron cc 4-stroke, fuel injection, and modest displacement, fuel consumption is expected to be much better than big-bore ADVs. That makes it ideal for long-distance riding where fuel availability may be uncertain, while the lighter weight and simpler maintenance help keep the running cost low. As one of the reviewers puts it, a true lightweight adventure-ready bike. About price, while official global pricing will vary by market and taxes, early data suggests a ballpark of the Macron 4,199 4,599 on some markets, making it extremely competitive for a 250A class adventure bike. In markets like India, similar marketing talk speculates an exact showroom range around a superscript 12.3 2.6 Macron lock, though that's a rough conversion and depends heavily on local duties, import costs. Beginners or intermediate riders who want a manageable displacement but still crave dual sport/off-the-road versatility, the power-to-weight ratio and torque characteristics make it forgiving yet capable. Adventure seekers on a budget, maybe you don't want to carry the burden, financial or physical, of a 650A 700A Macron cc big adventure bike, but want something that can handle gravel roads, country tracks, maybe light dirt, and occasional highway cruising. Riders in regions with mixed road quality, good for developing countries, rural terrain, where a heavy big-bore ADV could be overkill or too high maintenance. But nothing is perfect. There are trade-offs, especially in the 250A Macron cc class. Don't expect wheel power, or rapid high-speed cruising like a 650 plus ADV. The engine's 20A'25 horsepower will feel sufficient for dirt tracks, commuting, and travel with light luggage, but with heavy loads or up terrain on highways, you may feel the limits. For heavy off-the-road or serious long-distance touring, bigger displacement bikes still have their place. Also, because of its lighter build and modest power, the rider's style and expectations will define satisfaction. If you want raw power or high-speed touring, this won't deliver like a big adventure bike. But that's exactly why this bike exists, as a lightweight, practical, budget-friendly entry into the adventure dual sport world. If I were narrating this as a YouTube review, I'd show the bike from all angles: front, profile, rear, then cut to engine close-ups, suspension action, wheel, tire details, dashboard lit up, then show it tackling a dusty track or rough rural road, maybe even show luggage, gear mounting or a pillion for short touring demonstration. Then overlay specs, engine, displacement, transmission, fuel injection, suspension, wheel, tire setup, transitions to performance impressions, pros, cons, and end with a verdict. The 2026 Yamaha XTZ250Z ADV isn't a big bike technology on a small bike. It's more subtle and honest. A 250A class dual sport/adventure bike designed for riders who value balance between practicality and adventure, between price and performance, between city riding and rural exploration. If you want a bike that can take you to work on Monday, and a remote trail or weekend camping spot on Saturday, and you don't want to spend too much or wrestle with heavy maintenance, this might be the best all entry into adverb world right now.